Yo everyone, we are back with the rain code. New session. Hopefully things sound alright. And we're gonna start things off by not running away. We are instead going to do the thing that I forgot to do last time, which is talking to Halara. Gab with Halara. And let's view the memory. We've barely even interacted with her, but hey, we got a cutscene with her earlier in this chapter, so might as well do it now, you know? Get it out the way, I suppose. It's always hellish to tell how my audio sounds. She definitely doesn't seem like she's as tall as Shinigami, but Shinigami also floats. I always have to remember that. I like that we're in a different location, though.
Oh, no. I got careless and ended up alone with Halara. I guess I should be the one to start the conversation. I'm the rookie, after all.
So, you come here often?
What do I say?
I work here.
Do you feel awkward?
Huh?
It's natural to strike up a conversation when two people are together. Such is the mundane way of the masses. You're overtaxing your tiny brain to do so, aren't you?
I'm not that tiny. Oh, you meant my brain, not my height.
Sort of.
Then how about you and I have a wager?
Do not gamble with this woman. You will lose.
The chief said no more gambling.
Sorry. Forgot she's
The
non-binary.
boss said it's
Whoopsies.
forbidden, so you won't do it. You think I can be swayed by that sort of logic? Besides, gambling can nurture skills that every detective needs.
I wonder if she has preferred pronouns. Or I just said she again. Damn it. It's hard to do. I mean, I guess with a character, it's not like they're gonna get offended, so I guess I can just say she, unless they say explicitly otherwise, in which case then I can use they, them, or something. But I'm sorry, I'm just not used to this, you know? I don't really know too many NB people.
I believe it will be.
Not personally, at least.
And what sort of skills are you talking about?
Good question.
Instead of always asking for answers, why not figure it out for yourself for once?
Yeah, think.
Yuma doesn't have a brain. The only thing he has is his antenna. And his antenna is used for the intent purpose of looking cute.
A skill needed by detectives, which can be trained by gambling.
Watching people's, observation skills is what I was gonna say.
Observational skills?
That's right. Gambling isn't
Got
merely
it.
decided by coincidence.
I was gonna say, if you observe people, that's how you get the real big bucks. It's all about reading people's poker faces and whatnot, seeing through lies
For example, in
and
poker,
whatnot.
you can study the cards already in play, as well as the expressions of dealers and players.
True.
You observe all that, make logical deductions, and commence battle.
They are very smart.
How about it? Wouldn't you agree those are the skills every detective needs?
They are spitting.
I get what you're saying, but
When are you going to stop nitpicking? After all you made me explain, you will have to play a match with me.
I don't think that's how this works.
but there's no way I stand a chance against you.
Not to worry. We'll do a warm-up first, with nothing wagered. I'm not going to hustle a beginner straight off the bat.
That's what you think, but I think that this is kind of a lead-in question almost. Not a question, but a lead-in scenario, you know? It's like a freaking, what do you call it? An entryway.
Okay.
He then got owned out of, like, his
Yes,
entire savings.
I beat you.
It was just a game of heads or tails. But still, you show some promise.
Does that mean I have talent as a detective?
Yes, you can say that for sure. Now the real game begins. First, let's wager. I think we should start with 10,000 Yen.
Yeah, very reasonable.
Right.
Yuma, what the hell, man? 10,000? Bro, you set yourself up for failure instantly. You got cocky and instantly lost, bro.
This isn't how it was supposed to go.
You know, isn't it possible? Maybe not. I was gonna say, couldn't you like, with a coin toss, if you like gauged how hard you flick it and just knew like the speed of like how it was rotating, could you position your hand in a way to make it like land a certain way? Like, I know that coin tosses are supposed to be like 50-50 on luck, but if you can gauge that, maybe if you're real godlike, you can change it, or you can like decide which one it will be, you know?
Don't be foolish. I lost the warm-up so you'd feel that rush and mistake your own skill level. It's rather obvious I did it on purpose.
Correct.
I let you get carried away and made you take a gamble against me.
That's terrible.
You're the one that fell for it hook, line, and sinker. Look, you even have the line on your freaking head.
Aw, you got completely hustled. You picked the wrong detective to mess with.
Very true.
I think that was a rather good learning experience.
And now they're gonna be like, okay, now fork over the cash, or you ain't getting out of that free.
It's crucial for detectives to doubt other people's intentions, no matter the circumstances. I won't charge you interest for now, but you must tell me immediately when you've developed a payment plan.
Lara is totally ruthless.
Ouch.
Master, you and Halara seem to have grown closer.
No, I don't think this counts as growing closer, Shinigami. The only thing growing closer is my wallet to her frickin' pocket. Gosh darn. Ba-da-ba-da-da-ba, clock tower. Trying to think of any clock towers I know. Luigi's Mansion 2? Actually, I feel like Clock Tower is a decently commonplace. Oh yeah, there was one in Uncharted 4, I think. I remember that because like that stuff like got destroyed to an extent. Wait, what? Highest welcome, going against it with the big guy. Huh. Oh well. Alright, now after that funny business, time for us to move onwards. And move the board. Crawl space. We are out of here.
Who knew some brat would save ya?
I mean, he's about the same height as me. I'm just taking all of the pot shots at Yuma's height today. What happens if I go... Oh wait, there's a thing there. The peacekeepers will spot me.
Aw.
You need to stay out of harm's way, master. Go back, right back. I need to remember that though. That's a thing I need to get later. I think. Wait, kind of didn't look like it. Oh wait, no, that's the bottom of a trash.
For now.
Never mind, we're fine, we're fine. That's the bottom of a trash can. I thought that was a collectee. That is the official word that I have come up with for this. A collectee. A collect-able. Evil, not to be confused with evil. Sometimes you just gotta make your own
sure
fun.
You want to be so quick to make promises?
I'm not very confident, but I can't ignore someone asking for help.
Classic protag syndrome.
If no one else is willing to listen, then it's up to me.
Wow, get a load of this big
Upside
cat.
down.
Didn't expect that from you, Master.
I get more confused with every new portrait they add to you. I'm not gonna lie, Sheeny.
How do you plan to find the real culprit? You can't investigate the clock tower with the peacekeepers around. By the way, you can't use the mystery labyrinth yet. Not enough clues. If you jump into the labyrinth now, you'll be lost forever. You need to gather more solution keys.
True.
I don't ever want to go back there anyway.
Then,
Also fair.
how do you intend on solving this?
Like a normal person would? I don't know.
There is one way.
You're gonna rely on that one, huh? Always depending on someone else. What was the spot again? Something about a cafe?
Or are we meeting...
If you let
Yeah,
them take
you're-
the lead, you're gonna be out 5 million yen, right? Do you have that kind of money, Master? Or are you gonna go into debt?
Definitely debt. Oh boy, this will surely go well. We're already out.
Already passed it.
That's actually really nice that they have that little bit. I was just kind of looking for extra content. Or see if I can pick up one of those things, you know? Oh, there they are. Oh, huh. Nope, never mind. Just the reflection. I thought I was onto something. You never know, man. Can always find something. A cafe, huh? Wonder if I often came to places like this before I lost my memory. Huh? Master hanging out in cafes? I don't see it. I mean, maybe. You never know. Hey there.
Alara, please, help me.
If Master is vowing to show respect, I guess I better do the same.
They can't even see you.
Please, for both our sakes.
Oh my gosh, that is an imagery.
You're 30 minutes later than expected.
Why 30 minutes? I forget, did we set a time with you?
So, do you have the cash?
I don't have any on me right now, but I will eventually.
Very well. I don't require you to have it immediately, but you will pay me 5,500,800 yen eventually.
You added a whole 500,800.
Huh? But you said it was 5 million before.
It's an additional fee for making me wait. And for the coffee.
Oh,
I told you I don't work for cheap.
800 for the coffee, wow.
Oh, come on.
So ruthless. A greedy little money demon.
Not
I
inaccurate.
think I'll call this one Hell Aura.
I won't force your hand. Whatever you decide is up to you. While you think it over, I'm going to order some cake.
Wait, do I have to pay for that too?
Yes.
Of course. I'll add it to the bill.
All right, I'll pay you all 5.5 million and 800 yen. Got it?
He really doesn't want to pay for that cake. Man, it hates dessert.
Please don't have the cake.
He's like, I don't know why he's so miffed about a cake. Like, bro, you're already paying 5.5 mil. What is an extra however much the cake costs? You know, it's not like it's going to add another million.
It's a deal. You made a wise choice.
I feel like that was also like part of the, you know, I mean, that was probably like a mental trick, you know, like I'm going to add even more right now if you don't accept the thing, you know, kind of to force his hand one way or the other.
I have no obligation to help others, but I work sincerely according to the payment I receive. That is my pride as a detective. I will be your eyes and limbs, and help solve this crime with everything I have. However,
Okay.
know this. You must be the one to complete the boy's assignment.
Me?
You are the one who was asked to solve this case. All I will do is provide support. You may be a trainee, but you are still a detective. Once you have taken a job, you must finish it.
So what's the point in paying you 5.5 million again?
In other words, as of now, I have taken up a position as your assistant.
That much cash for an assistant position? You crazy.
Really, Halara? You'll be my assistant?
Of course, I'm here to assist per your case. Just rest assured in the cards you've been dealt.
All right, thank you.
Master has no memory and no guts. And now he has no money either.
What does he have? Well, he certainly doesn't have height, that's for sure.
Talk about a triple threat.
Oh, be quiet. So, what do we do now?
To confirm, our target is the true culprit of the Nailman.
The Peacekeepers have
Whoop.
decided that the
Sorry, I
boy's
accidentally
father
pressed
is
that
the
early.
Mailman and arrested him. But I refuse to accept that outcome.
After we finish the investigation, we may find out the boy's father is actually the Nailman.
If that's what you conclude, then I'll believe you, Halara.
Believe? What a foolish line of reasoning.
Oh, I wanted to see her portrait for that line, but guess they don't show those.
To believe in another is the shallowest concept one can uphold. All people lie. All people change their minds. As a detective, you must suspect all others, even me.
Or you could just, you know, have faith in humanity a little.
Yep, a detective must doubt everything.
I mean, what's the point in taking a case if you can't even believe in the person you're trying to save?
Still, I will believe what you say, Halara. I trust my instincts on this.
Out of the question.
Why?
A detective must never overlook a mystery. Any and all truths must be exposed. A detective must always prioritize solving a case.
I mean, they can still trust you and believe in you, and then if something happens that casts suspicion on you, then they can deal with it, you know? Like, not an immediate, not like unshakable faith or anything, but you know.
Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction.
Okay, that seems kind of silly.
That's the WDO's.
You're free to think of me as you wish. However, the truth must be found with your own eyes. Otherwise, there is no point in continuing as a detective. Do you understand?
Talking about ruthless.
Yes. Continuing as a detective. I still haven't found meaning in being a detective. What's Halara trying to make me see? I'm no good at this.
A naive guy like yourself might be incompatible with such a straight-laced detective like this one.
True.
Maybe someone totally unmotivated would be better. Like that guy sleeping under the piano.
I mean, I feel like he would just make us depressed.
Vivia? I'm not sure if unmotivated is the right word.
Anyway, Master, I've been wondering, is this Halara person a man or a woman?
Now that you mention it, I have no idea.
If you're ready, we'll start the investigation. I won't allow time to be wasted.
Is Yuma just gonna come out and ask that just randomly?
Oh, right.
You missed your chance to ask. But then again, I also don't really care.
Yeah.
You finished investigating the clock tower, didn't you? Now we will investigate the past Nailman cases.
The past ones?
These are serial killings, aren't they?
Oh,
Yep.
so you want to investigate the past murders as well?
Makes
And
sense.
through investigating each one, we can conclude if the boy's father is really the culprit or not.
It is gonna be nice seeing Yuma become a more confident, detective and just case solver in general as time goes on.
Oh, but we don't know where the other crimes took place. Should we ask around town?
I already know. There are at least 3 additional crime scenes.
Damn, they did their research.
A secret club in Kamasaki district, a mansion in a high-end residential district, and an art gallery in Ginma district.
Huh? When did you find that out?
You think I did nothing while waiting at the cafe? I prepared by gathering intel in order to move the investigation along.
That's amazing.
I guess you were already prepared to accept the job then.
With my logic, anything is possible. But before we head to past crime scenes, the Nailman urban legend requires more research. Let's visit the legend's main stage.
The main stage?
Behind the forest behind the church.
Oh, you mean the church?
I have yet to pinpoint the church's location. We should ask someone to guide us there.
Then we should ask the chief. Oh, I totally forgot about him. He told me to gather everyone. Lara, let's go back to the office for now. We're already way past the meeting time.
Very well. We can ask the chief to take us to the church.
What the heck are we even gonna talk about when we finally get there? Oh, we're finally, you know, actually moving along. Let me check the world map. Missing anything? Don't look like it. Remote travel by bus. Alright, so I guess we're going to Kamasaki, and then we just gotta go through. I mean, there's probably a reason they don't want us to go there manually. Or through... No, there's a reason they want us to go there manually. I'm guessing we're gonna get a cutscene on the way to the sub. Man.
You better hurry!
What are you doing? I believe it was over here that we went down. Oh, that's the same person as before. The same people.
Master, you gotta hurry!
Why are you telling me to hurry, for gosh sake? Good lord.
This place.
Oh, we already saw that before. That's Persona 4. Yep, guess it's over this way. Luckily we can run it, at least, so we're making good progress on that. Yep, here we go. Gotta head there manually. Probably could have skipped ahead a minute or two until I got to a cutscene, but sometimes I am not the smartest tool. The smartest tool in the shed, as it were. Cutscene? Yep.
It's the peacekeepers. Stay hidden.
Oh, why the heck? No wonder. They're just walking over here, huh?
Oh, right.
Oh, that's Yako.
Chief.
Oh no.
And that peacekeeper from the clock tower.
Seth Burrows. A high-ranking peacekeeper. He's quite infamous for being sly and persistent.
Well, we sure got some heavy rain again, huh? The humidity makes my head...
I don't care.
Whoa. No. I gotta hear that line.
Well,
I ain't skipping out on a Kaiju
we
Tane
sure
line.
got some heavy rain again, huh? The humidity makes my hair fuzzier than normal.
Jeez. Love this dude. Heavy Rain. That is a game that exists. All I remember is that chase sequence playing with like the freaking Final Fantasy IV boss theme over it.
What did you say?
With a guy laughing hysterically.
I don't care.
Ow.
More importantly, you sent your detectives to interfere with the Nailman case, didn't you? We have witnesses.
Please. Oh, I don't like this character already. The more he talks with that megaphone, the more I'm gonna hate him.
Nailman. Now that you mention it, there was a case like that before. Oh, wait, no, I don't know anything.
God, I hate this guy.
This flower, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Huh?
Like, I don't know if it's just a problem with the English dub or something, but that is awful to listen to.
Created by Amaterasu Corp's research, this precious work of art is adapted to Kalai Ward's environment.
I'm gonna be so miffed the entire time this guy's on screen.
But unfortunately, once picked, it can only
I've gotta like
maintain its
swallow
beauty
my
for
mic and
3
get it close to
hours.
my face to even hear myself think over him.
When something beautiful withers, it fills me with an inexplicable sorrow.
I actually have to like cringe to deal with this guy's freaking
I feel
voice.
so sad that
Perish.
it makes me want to sink a ship.
Like, I feel bad for whoever voiced this guy, because they don't... Like, it sounds like their voice acting itself isn't bad, but the fact that they're constantly being put through a filter that sounds this shitty, man.
I don't follow.
I don't either, man.
The Nailman affair will be handled by the Peacekeepers. You and your team will withdraw immediately. Bring in the detectives you sent out. The Peacekeepers will take custody of them.
Hold on. I don't know what detectives you're talking about, and I don't know where any of them are.
I'll wait until this flower withers. You have 3 hours. I'll not wait a second longer.
How about piss off, you frickin' Xbox Live mic ass?
If you fail to meet my demands, you will suffer the same fate as this flower.
Bro, you're gonna frickin' face the same fate as the flower when I shove you and it into the frickin' river,
Fine, I get it.
lake,
but
ocean, whatever this is.
Can't you give me more time?
Please get out of here. God, that guy sucks.
He's gone.
Chief Yako, are you alright?
Oh, Yuma. And Halara, too. Yeesh, this is bad. Listen, the Peacekeepers just came by.
I know. We were watching from over there.
Huh? You were watching? You could have at least helped me out.
I mean, they were looking for us, so no can do, buddy.
Hold on. Are you two the detectives they were talking about?
I'm sorry. It's a long story, but it was probably us.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Why? What's going on?
It's exactly as the Peacekeeper said. We are currently pursuing the Nailman case. We'd like to search around the church. I was about to ask you to take us there, but you seem rather busy.
Yeah, I'm real busy now, thanks to you two!
Esto.
You're gonna keep investigating? Not gonna help your chief out of a jam?
You can deal with it. You ain't got anything else going on.
Look, we've got 3 hours before I'm taken away. If that happens, the last detective agency in town is done for.
That just means we've got to solve it in 3 hours.
Would you rather hand us over to the Peacekeepers?
Sorry, I need to... I wear glasses. I need to clean them. That's... Okay, I'm gonna skip ahead 1 sec. Thank you for waiting.
Who do you think
That
you're
whole
talking to?
split
I'm
second.
the chief. I'd rather turn myself in than ever sell anyone out.
No, I'm glad to hear that. You're a great guy.
Though, I wouldn't want to do that either, if I'm being honest. Never mind, forget what I just said.
Man, he does not know when to stop.
And that's why we love him. He's our chief.
What should we do, Halara?
There's only one person who'll be taken into custody. It's not the chief, not us. It's the Nailman. You will find the real culprit and turn the murderer over to the Peacekeepers as originally planned. With enough evidence, they will have no room to reject the truth.
Heck yeah.
But we only have 3 hours.
Sounds like plenty.
3 hours is more than enough. I will give my utmost effort as your assistant. With my logic, anything is possible.
Can we ask Yako to give us the money that we need? Like the 5.5008. Yeah. Can we ask him to give us the cash?
I don't really get it, but it seems best to leave it to you two. You said you wanted to go to the church? Let me mark it on the map.
Thank you much, my friends.
It's for the best that I don't tag along. If we're seen together, things will get even more sticky. I'll be right here, waiting for good news. I'm counting on you.
Got it. We're off.
Thank you.
3 hours. You've got 3 hours to solve the case.
So why were you gathering everyone anyways?
Seriously, I'm counting on you. There's still so much I need to do.
Huh? Okay, I guess my man's got hidden lore. Interesting. It seems that despite his, what was I gonna say? Despite his disposition, he seems to definitely have some type of plot stuff going on behind the scenes. You know, there actually is a... I got a code along with... I got a code along with my reign. But there was... The game wanted me to...
You can get to the church
It
from
came with-
Kawasaki
oh.
District. Time is short.
Understood.
Let's hurry!
What I was gonna say is the game gave me inside the box of the game it came with like a download for like a digital novel or something. I don't know when I should read that or if I should read it. I probably will, but I don't know if that's something I should do on camera somehow or just do off. Probably off, I guess. Do you know something, Shinigami? Am I stupid for expecting anything else? Extra points can never hurt, and funny dialogue.
You sure you want to take a detour? Don't you want to save Fuzzhead? Come on!
Okay, fine.
Here.
I appreciate you leading us.
Let's hurry to the church!
Actually, hold up. No more. Okay, we're doing fine on this then.
Oh,
This is looking pretty good. I didn't even realize that was a generic line, but makes sense. This car is a cool vintage thing going on. I wish I could take it for a spin.
See.
You can float and you still want to drive? I'd rather try floating personally. You can float all you want after you die and become a ghost. That's a one-way street though. I'll pass. You never know, man. Maybe it'll be up your alley. Or up this alley. Onwards to the next area. And a new one at that. I wonder if we're gonna, like, discover the whole map before we're done. And, like, we'll just be returning to already explored areas for, like, one of the late cases in the game.
So the Nailman urban legend originated at this church.
What a spooky ass looking church.
There aren't any ghosts here, are there? It's safe, right?
There's one right behind you. Boo.
What's the matter, Halara?
I
Do you
hate
hate
churches.
Oh,
I find them devoid of value.
I was gonna say, do you hate religion? But seems like it actually.
Why is that?
Because prayer is obviously inferior to payment. Just look at the tragedies the city has seen.
Damn.
There is no God to save you. The lost lamb should look to detectives for help instead, don't you think?
I mean, not if they're asking for 5 million for a case.
I don't know about that. Depends on the individual.
Yeah.
Forget it. For now, let's talk to the people around the church.
Yeah, your motivations
Will
are
they
complex.
even listen to us?
They can't say no if we say we're on assignment for the peacekeepers.
Is it okay to lie like that?
Whether it's okay or not is secondary. Our priority is to solve the case.
Fair enough.
In order to achieve that, deception is at times required. Now, let us educate those who are here that their true savior isn't beyond the rain clouds.
Well, you have some raw lines, if nothing else. What the hey? Those are some...
What is it you wanted to speak about?
Your name is just Priest when you have a design like that.
I've already spoken to the Peacekeepers a bunch of times. How many times do I gotta say it?
What the heck type of design is this for a nun? And you've got Neko Kimono Mimi? You got freaking monster ears too? Beast ears?
Hasn't the culprit already been arrested?
Well, I don't mind. I have time to talk.
These people all look suspicious as heck. I'm not gonna lie.
How long are you going to stand around like some tombstone?
I mean, listen. The one that's already perished is to the left of
Our
me.
time is short. Why do you think we've gathered them here?
Why do you always have to pull out the freaking yandere face?
Oh, yeah. We have to question them, right?
It's your move. Play your card.
Do I really have to do this? I guess Halara seems intent on being the assistant.
In my opinion, it'd go much faster if Helara did this, Master.
Hell, Aura.
But I have to do it. No point in wasting time thinking about it.
Gotta gain some confidence.
Time for an investigation.
I just want to see what
Our
they have
time
to say.
is short. Why do you think we've gathered them?
You'll speak to them all eventually anyway. Just talk to them one by one.
Let's talk to you
And
first.
You are...
I do the odd jobs like cleaning around the church. I also care for.
Do you know anything about
Whoops.
the mailman?
I often patrol the woods, but I'm usually asleep at night. When morning comes around, there are dolls nailed to the trees. It's tough to clean all of them up.
Oh, so you're on top of cleaning duty.
I've never seen the nail man himself, but I've seen people enter the forest plenty of times.
Have you ever talked to them?
I have, but they typically run away. Some get surprised and leave their nails and doll behind. I chase after them to give them back their dolls, but I'm never fast enough. They always get away.
Huh. Also, I don't know why, but like, when I see a character like you feel the most suspicious, just because of like how innocent you seem to be acting.
That makes sense with a body like that.
Rude.
I understand. Thank you very much.
But also, you know, not technically inaccurate.
Excuse me, but you are...
Do you even have to ask? You know who I am.
No, I really don't.
Huh? No, I think today is the first time we've met.
What? You're investigating the nail man and you don't know who I am?
What are you, are you the nail man? Is that what you're trying to tell me? I'm on to you, bucko.
What's that supposed to mean?
This must be the clergy member on the report who was the first to find the body.
Yeah, that's right. I was the first on the scene.
Right, it was on the report. I'm impressed Helara was able to realize it so quickly.
I've been attending every day since I was first baptized here as a child. That's how pious I am.
Interesting.
But I don't work here, so it's not like I'm a clergy member. I just love mystical places like this. There's an otherworldly feeling to it, you know?
These people have very unique designs despite the fact that they're not getting names
I
even.
love researching this type of stuff, which is why I've been keeping an eye on Nailman activity for a while now.
So, you know a lot about the Nailman.
That's an understatement. In fact, you could say I'm an expert in Nailman research.
In that case, what do you think about the clock tower murder? Though it seems the suspect has already been arrested.
If this person is, well, originally the nail man was just an urban legend, and if this person really is an expert on the nail man, then that kind of seems suspicious by itself, honestly.
I think he was framed.
You do? Then who do you think the real killer is?
The real Nailman, obviously. The Peacekeepers are making a big mistake. Listen, the Nailman exists. The Nailman is summoned through a ritual and commits murder based on a sacrificial doll.
I wonder if one of these four is gonna end up dead.
That's impossible.
Yeah, I get it. You probably want proof. In that case, look for a doll in the forest. You'll find a nailed doll with a name tag for the Dark Ceremony. Whoever's name is on it is the Nailman's next target. Just follow someone in town with the same name. If you're lucky, you might have a run-in with the Nailman. Unfortunately, I wasn't so lucky. I've missed him by just a hair 4 times already.
I see.
Interesting.
So you can guess the next victim based on each doll's name tag.
I was so close at the clock tower, too. I found someone whose name matched a name tag and figured out she was heading to the clock tower. I called the Peacekeepers and entered the clock tower, but I was too late. Damn it! If only I had acted sooner.
Yeah, you give off very suspicious vibes.
I was so close to meeting the Nailman.
Like, oh no, I was so close, haha. I didn't meet them. No, not at all. I didn't meet. Ooh, oh man, I wish I had met that nail man. Gosh darn it. You know. I never met him, but he's a really cool guy. Trust me.
Guess he just wants to meet the mailman and doesn't care about preventing the murders. So he's an occult enthusiast? Seems like a huge weirdo.
Yeah, he definitely had a lot to say. I'm gonna talk to
Are you
frickin'
the
cat
priest of
girl,
this church?
cat girl nun last.
That's right. My family has served this church for many generations.
I would say you look the most normal, but at the same time, your hair looks like a frickin' Jimmy Neutron. And also, you have facial markings despite being a priest, which seems interesting.
Though I only became a man of the cloth in recent years, the blood of martyrs spanning centuries dwells within me. Thus, my existence is but a piece of the eternal prayers offered.
No wonder Halara didn't want to talk to these people.
That is my mission, as the divine has guided me to do.
I don't get why, but he sure seems proud to be a priest.
Do you know about the nailman?
Of course. I have no idea how that rumor spread around. Perhaps it was even started by a wish made by those seeking salvation, which created the fantasy of the nail man.
Salvation? The people of this city must be crazy if they look to the nailman for salvation.
For real.
Hey, that actually sounds kind of cool. I know how they feel.
Put it in your pants. Thought that you had
I'm
me.
gonna tie you up and go to a world where it's just you and me, Master.
What do you worship me?
Isn't
Or
it basically
Yuma?
already like that?
Sorry, I'm getting a bit delulu.
You are...
What are you, blind? I'm a nun, obviously.
It doesn't sound like nunny behavior.
You've got some nerve. Calling me here out of nowhere. Do you know how busy I am with choir practice?
What do? Death metal screeches and choir?
I'll kill your ass in the name of God.
Sorry.
She's the type my master has trouble with.
I feel like Yuma just has trouble with most types of people, to be fair, to varying
I'll
degrees.
have you know, my dad is a higher up at Amaterasu Corporation.
Oh, great. So you're privileged. Wait, is that like a sling on your arm?
I
What
don't
the hell
care
happened?
if you're on a mission from the Peacekeepers. If you piss me off, Papa will make you regret it.
I feel like there's a story there. Are you doing like the cone symbol with your hands? Are those like wolf ears instead or something? Cone.
Right. I'd just like to ask some questions. I'll
It's
keep it quick.
I can't believe she's related to Aki from frickin' Chainsaw Man. Has the
Do you
Fox
know anything
Devil.
about this nailman?
You mean the guy nailing up dolls? Well, I have seen someone going into the forest late at night. Whenever I've gone into the forest afterward, I usually find dolls nailed to the trees. The dolls have names written in what looks like blood. It's creepy as hell, really. In other words, it's totally metal.
I see.
Naruhodo.
By the way, what happened to your right hand?
Oh, I'm glad they
Did you
mentioned
get
it.
hurt?
Hey, don't stare. It's nothing.
Surely nothing.
I went a little overboard while practicing an instrument.
Yeah, that's not suspicious at all. All right, good to know that all four of these characters are definitely gonna be involved.
Instrument?
I'm working on this new thing I call death metal choir. I was messing around on the bass and
You know,
Well,
you know,
you know.
I was kind of joking when I said the death metal choir thing. I didn't expect them to actually say that. Though we're talking about the bass though, and not actually like screamo music.
Is that your dominant hand?
what kind of question is that? You want to die or something?
Oh,
It is her dominant hand. I'm sure of it.
I see. I've talked to everyone. Halara, is there anything you'd like to ask them?
Only end your turn once you've secured a shot at victory.
Does that mean I should gather more information? What else should I ask about?
Good question. Past mail. I almost said mailman murders. The mailman. He gives them paper cuts to the throat. Ooh. Jeez. We will ask these questions next time on Raincode. Starting to get some ideas. We visited a church. This definitely seems like a... Well, actually, they said there was like 3 other places to find. Yeah, so this is only the first. We're going here, and then we've got to go and check out the other crime scenes, yeah? Very interested to see where this all goes. Seems like an interesting case, even though we're only have our foot in the door, so to speak. But thank you very much for watching. I almost said walking. I don't know what is with my grammar tonight. And I will see you guys in the next one when we ask the churchgoers what's going on. Adios, ciao, and bye-bye. Signing off until next time. Ja, matane.